what I will get, what I will get at the end of define phase. At the end of the define phase, you are going to get a approved project charter. See, what is the difference between a project charter and approved project charter? See, the project charter may be developed by a team member and the project manager, okay, who is responsible for the project. But the approved project charter, it will be finalized and approved by the concerned project sponsor, the financial authorities, the chairman or the general manager, or for the top level management who is responsible or who is having a authority to give a go ahead for the project. So it must be signed by the relevant concerned authorities for executing the project. Okay, so that project charter is an important thing at the end of which we get at the end of the defined phase. Then a high level process map. What is this high level process map? See, in the SIPOC, that is supplier input, process, output, and customer, that P stands for the process map. So in this high level process map will help you to understand the boundaries of the project, the scope of the project, the timeline which you have to communicate, finish the project. It will help you to understand all those things. So it is also a very good tool. Okay, then this is a small template of the project charter. So in this, you can see the business case, the business impact, and the project scope, goal statement. So all these things are available, right? This will help you to, this is just a template. I think you will be learning all these things in a detailed manner in the project charter phase itself. So no need to worry. So just to give you an overview, I can say what is a business statement or a business goal. See, what is a problem statement? I will say about just one, a single heading. What is a problem statement? A problem statement will help you to understand what is a pain, but the particular RP.
Your screen is not disabled.
My goodness.
And also, Ravi sir, we can have a 10 minutes break here.
Okay.
Also take their questions if any. Yeah.
Okay. So the project charter is going to be absolute document that will give you the information about the scope of the project, the timeline, and the various key milestones which you have to achieve, and about the team members. Okay, and what are the designations and roles of the team members, and business case, business impact, everything will be provided in the project charter. So if a top management guy or any member from the project, if they see the project charter, they will be able to understand the entire project simply. Okay, it is like an absolute report card. Okay, so these are going to be the important outcomes of the defined phase. So now I believe all of you are able to understand what you are going to do in the defined phase. The defined phase, the important objective is to find out whether you have business impact on the whether the project is going to get business impact, whether a business case exists. Are you able to identify the CTQs, and have you identified the keystones? And the important steps is identification, selection, and development of project chart. Any doubts you can ask. Our team will be happy to answer, or you can go for a break. Any doubts?
What is CTQ? Sorry.
CTQ is a tool that will be again explained. It stands for critical to quality. It is nothing but the metric that is helping you to understand the problem. The metric that is helping you to understand the problem is called CTQ. Here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
CTQ 3.
Voice of the customer. When the pain is expressed by your customer, we call it voice of customer. But in order to measure the pain, we convert the voice of the customer into a measurable metric. We call it CTQ, critical to quality. Sometimes what happens, the pain may be experienced by the business. Your company, the leaders might experience some problem.
Steps.
We call it voice of business. And voice of business, we convert into CTB, critical to business. So whether it is critical to a customer or critical to business, we call it accordingly. But however, both are nothing but a measurable metric that helps us to understand the problem, what we are going to solve.
Sir, CSAT falls under the voice of customer, I guess, if I'm not wrong.
CSAT is customer satisfaction score. Yes, that is a voice of customer. Correct.
Okay, thank you.
So it's only a broader picture. hope you are able to get the broader picture of the activities in a defined phase, the tools, all these tools you are going to master.
Customer requirement.
Can we say that define phase is the most critical phase among the 5 that we have? Because if the problem
Yes,
statement
yes,
is
yes,
not, understandable, then probably the other phases will not have any impact.
yes, where you are rightly said. So this is a challenging phase, because when you are not able to define the problem correctly, then there is no guarantee that you could use the resources wisely and produce the result. So how good you are, mainly when we say problem is defined, it simply
On track.
means the correct CTQs are identified, correct CTBs are identified. So right CTQs, right CTBs will drive you in the right direction. You identify a wrong CTQ, then you will travel in that direction, later realize that that is not your goal, isn't it? So CTQ identification is important. Correctly said. Is there anything else we could help you with at this stage? Right. So